What is going on, fine folks? This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit on whatever podcast app you enjoy. I am Aunt Pruitt and totally got my mic screaming into your ear. Sorry about that. Idiot, unprofessional move. Hope y'all doing well. I'm unbelievable as always, hanging out in the wonderful studio here at the Pruitt apartment with Miss Phoebe Pruitt, also known as Queen Pruitt, sitting right over there. How you be?
I'm swell. How are you? Do I sing loud?
No, your headphones may be a little loud to you.
I just want to make sure. No, I'm fine. I just want to make sure that I'm not loud in the...
Nope, you're good. Your levels are good. And Cinder Fractal says the queen wave there. That's hilarious. Speaking of the live chat there, before we even got started, before this show even went live, Super Chat came in for $10 from Cinder Fractal. And for whatever reason, I cannot get it to display it. What if I do this? Nope, that doesn't work either. So I'm not going to break it. But thank you, Cinder Fractal, here on YouTube for the $10 Super Chat to support the show. Really do appreciate that. And also appreciate, I got notification that you increased your Patreon contribution as well. So thank you. Thank you so much for that support. But yeah, for folks hanging out watching live, go ahead and do the normal like, share, subscribe stuff inside of YouTube so it knows to show us some love and let other folks pop in here and hang out with us. Bit of a chaotic day here. My desk is a mess. It normally is a mess, but right now it's really a shit-tastic mess because I just got back from another baseball game shoot, which was some chaos due to all of the rain that has happened here in the area. This is a week that they normally do a high school tournament, and it just totally borked stuff and had to play at different venues and all of that stuff. And yeah, so there was another game I was supposed to shoot today. It's not happening today because they needed to move it to another date. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I don't know if it's Friday, but we'll see. They'll let me know, or I'll find it online one way or another and go from there. You sitting over there on the phone. What you doing on the phone? Who you talking to in the middle of the show? You telling folks, hey, get over here and watch the show? Is that what you're doing? You was texting that?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm talking to my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Cool. Tell him to send my money. What's been going on with you, dear?
I'm on spring break right now. Hallelujah. I'm able to get some orders done and completed and getting ready to, take the next package or next items down to or over to Vallejo so I can get them sold. Been selling them still. It's really cool, and getting orders in.
Vallejo is turning into like your little hub, essentially.
Well, just the awesome lady that does my hair allowing me to put them there, and she's not expecting anything in return, definitely is a blessing. And she doesn't ask for anything like, oh, you sold this, I need to get 50%.
She ain't trying to wet her beak yet.
She ain't saying, I need to get 50% of that right there. No, she's just like, I am already blessed, honey. I'm happy that I am able to help. So I'm just getting them all, the ones that I get done, I'm just getting them together to go down there. And the other ones that are being ordered, getting those completed so that I can, deliver them. And
so right now, you've gotten the orders. You've pretty much completed the orders. Now you're just in the stage and phase of getting them distributed. Is that what you're saying? Pretty
much. When I see these people again, like the ones that I have finished this weekend, that I have finished now, just got to add the lashes and stuff. The accessories. I just got to add their accessories. Those will be delivered this weekend. They were special ordered. And then I had one from the amazing Ozone Nightmare that was completed. and I'll get with him, let him know that it's completed, and send him his invoice. I'm very proud of that one. I really, really am. So, but I'm gonna let him tell y'all about it.
I've seen it, and it was quite impressive. I give you your credit on that, but I've already told you that it was impressive with the accessorizing that you added. You know, let alone, as we've spoken before, it's just the handmade, handcrafted touch that you already provide on these. And I don't remember what the discussion was previously, but you were talking about doing something at one point in time.
I wanted to use like material.
And I was like, I think that would cheapen it to a certain extent, because I think what sells these is the fact that you are very meticulous on the details, the handmade details. Damn, that was a big ass bird that just flew by. Dang, it's turkey season. That's what it is.
I know. My sister sent me a video. She said, guess what's in my backyard? And I'm watching. She sends the video, and it's them effing turkeys. That's one thing I don't miss from Runner Park. But
it's turkey season.
Man, and they were just making that loud noise and instantly made me think about Kylo. It's crazy just hearing the turkey sound.
The turkey hater?
Yeah, because
Kylo,
he would be like, you know how he used to just get in the window and make the worst noise when he would see them things in the yard. We always knew when the turkeys were in abundance in the front yard.
I'm glad he was a turkey hater, damn it, for my own.
Biscuit it was too.
Biscuit too.
You know, he ready to get his bird chase on. He loved chasing the birds. But
I had a video of that.
This past weekend, last week, I missed you all. And the week before that, I don't even know where I was. I was just in my feelings on this show. I was mad at the world.
Yeah, I could tell.
When you did the editing or whatever, I was just
it wasn't in the editing. I could tell live on there, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down because this is going nowhere. And it'd be like that sometimes. That's part of my job of, and I say job loosely, can I get information out of you for discussion wise for people that are listening, so there's no dead air. And if it turns into pulling teeth, I need to do something to keep people engaged or listening, or just say, hey, we're done for today. That is what a producer should be doing.
Yeah, I need to answer some questions. Cinder Fractal, I don't know about that copyright. I did go out and over here in California and get the naming rights of the Plantastic Potheads. Yeah,
in the live chat, Cinder Fractal asked, do you copyright the Plantastic Potheads?
And like I said, that's I do have the name,
right?
The Plantastic Potheads, because I ordered those, I call them the canvases, the blank, nothing to it heads from China. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how far. I don't know all of that stuff.
You can only go so far with that because the base model is, and I'm going to interrupt because we just got a $5 super chat from John Hill. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat and supporting the show, my man. Thank you so much. You can only go so far with your copyright, if you will. But the name, yeah, you can lock that down.
Yeah, the name, yes, for sure.
That thing. So the product stuff, that's a different story. Because of there's all kinds of loopholes and there's all types of interpretations, because you have like what they call derivatives and stuff like that. Like people will take a picture, say like what's that Starry Night, that painting Starry Night, I think is Vincent van Gogh, and someone can take an actual photograph of a starry night and they'll call it Starry Night, but it's fine because it's a derivative. And I am not a lawyer, but it's fine because it derives from the original. It's not necessarily an exact copy. It's not an exact copy painting of the Starry Night. It's a photograph. It's a digital photograph. Someone went out there with a camera and took the pictures. There's all kinds of rules when it comes to this copyright stuff, and lock down what you can lock down, and watermark the shit out of stuff when you need to watermark stuff. You don't have to watermark everything. I don't. But some things, I'm very particular about watermarks.
I mean, if somebody try to steal it and say it is theirs, at this point in this life, I mean, what can I do?
Well, let me say this.
Because I am taking these blank pasty heads that were sold to be used the way they are, stick a plant in it, take the hole out the bottom and use it like that. But I don't want to. I will say this. I liken it to the aspect of T-shirts. Yeah.
Anybody can buy a Gildan black T-shirt.
Yeah, all the different colors.
Print on top of it.
This is true.
So it's you're using a base canvas of the things that came from China. Yeah, the heads that come from China. The value, as I've said before, the value is what you add to it.
Absolutely, because when I tell you somebody gives me an idea, my little just go fire. Oh, I want to make this theme. I want to go and have this colors, this. I want it to have this type of earrings or this type of bedazzle, or should it be pearl-like or should it be sparkle? Should it be dark complexion? Should it be light complexion? Which the lady in Vallejo, she did give me some feedback today when she sent me the receipt from one that I had sold down there. She said that a lot of people want more caramel complexions because maybe I do more darker skin. Okay. They want more caramel complexion and they like the sparkle on the eyelids is what she's seeing. And I'm like, that's cool. That's market research. Said, thank you. I like the feedback. I need it.
You don't know.
She's just like, I love what you're doing. I love that you're every pothead is a step up. So it makes me feel really good. I'm just going to keep doing it. I have been battling in my brain about this lifestyle of acting that is about to plummet into my lap because these braces will come off next month.
Thank God.
And here it is. I am only working 2 days a week at my job. It's not enough, right? Mm-hmm. Not enough to pay the bills, but it's happening. The bills are getting paid.
Grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord God. Thank you for everybody that helps. It just everything comes in at the right time, but it doesn't take away from the stress factor. Here it is. Right. A School of Rock is about to start, and I'm supposed to be available on Sundays and the weekends and stuff from like 1 to 4. How am I going to do that with my job? Yeah. And it's like, what am I going to do going forward? Do I need to tell them I can't do it because I only work the weekends? Should I be trying to find another full-time job doing something that I hate? Or not hate, but, another job.
Boy, I got thoughts on that.
I don't know what to do. I'm so stuck right now, even with auditioning for other things. 6th Street is about to have their auditions for the season on the 4th and the 5th. And it's like, okay, do I want to go over there and auditions? And in my auditions, will I be available to do it? It's just so frustrating.
I have thoughts on the whole trying to find a different job, that you wouldn't necessarily love, but it's just some steady Eddie income. And I get that thought process. You're thinking I need steady Eddie money, but yet I look at this email that says, thank you for applying to the dishwasher on-call position at so-and-so. After careful consideration, we will not be moving forward with your application. That was just 8 hours ago sent to me, and then I look at the following from NBC Universal hiring team. We'd like to thank you and appreciate your interest in the photographer/editor position. I wanted to let you know that unfortunately we are no longer actively recruiting for this role. That was just 8 hours ago.
So that said,
let me tell you one more. This is just from yesterday. Hi, Ant. Hope this email finds you well. I'm reaching out regarding your recent interest in the daily department. Unfortunately, you have not been selected. So I applied for a wide range of shit, and it's all just nope. But I am grateful that I'm still getting booked.
But does that mean I'm supposed to say, okay, well, you know what? I need to be grateful and hold on to this position and, try to get even deeper in because
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have an answer on that because I look at the body of...
I don't know what to do.
I look at the body of effort that I put in each and every day because I feel like I'm in a different position from you. Okay. Because you're at the, at the salon. Granted, it's limited, but I would consider it a steady Eddie kind of thing. Me, I don't have anything like that. So every day I have to be looking for something, and the more I look for something, the more nope I get, the more no's I get, and the more reality checks that I get. And I'm still seeing layoff notices from different news feeds and so forth. It's pretty interesting, but yet at the same time, there's still this stuff going on in the world of casting and acting and modeling. And there's a bunch of posts for that stuff. And all you can do is just like any other job is apply for them. But I've gotten more positive feedback on any of that stuff than I have in the real world jobs of today. Way more feedback.
The struggle is real with the thoughts, and it's a constant battle for me right now because right now I need to give School of Rock, I need to tell them my availability, and I don't know if I can do the play because I gotta be at work. And in this industry, I have heard from so many people, even people that know people in industry, their parents are current actors in the industry. They do legacy, it together, legacy. They still doing it right now. You have to be available. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you're not available, then it's...
Yeah, they move on. That's true. The live chat, John Helm says, the constant struggle to do what you love or pay the bills. In the words of Aunt Pruitt, yes, pretty shit-tastic right now. It is. Wow. It's in the fractal with leap of faith. Yep. And that's the thing. It is definitely a leap of faith. And when you take that leap, you have to be comfortable with accepting the outcome on both ends of the spectrum. Because a lot of people take that leap of faith and there's no real sacrifice with it. You know what I mean by that?
They don't lose out on anything. They continue to do what they want by taking a leap of faith.
Yeah, for some people, they talk about taking a leap of faith, but there's really no sacrifice with them taking their leap of faith because they still have all of this stuff just lined up and ready to go kind of thing. And then there's the aspect of people like, and I'll just say this here on air because I saw Hardhead in the chat show up. There's people like Hardhead that's been struggling with stuff as far as part-time work and this and that. And there's no sacrifice there. And in his case, sacrifice could be sleep.
That is a sacrifice for him. For him, I think sleep would be the sacrifice and being at home.
Right.
Playing the game.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people talk about leap of faith and sacrifice it, and they don't really sacrifice it. You know, they don't really, you know, and what you laughing at?
Wait a minute. I'm looking at
live chat.
Who's Dean Homie?
Dean Home 1. Hello, Dean. How are y'all tonight? What are we talking about? Right now, we're just rambling on about some interesting experiences with the job hunt and the leap of faith going after your particular dreams. Thanks for being here, Dean Home.
No, Cinder Fractal. I did not imagine Jacob at Oregon playing football. I did, however, imagine Jacob at, you must be talking about me. Jacob at home. I mean, in Oregon running track. I did see that, but I didn't know
I still see it.
I didn't know all of the, you got to be a whole lot, all of that extra stuff. Anyway, so no, I didn't see that, but I did see him running. And like you said, it's not over, so he might be there. And everything is scary. I was looking at scary and terrifying. That's why I was scarifying.
Scarifying, a new word.
That is a new word. It was scarifying. Leap of faith.
Yeah, right.
Whoa,
exactly.
whoa. But it did, and you know, he learned a lot. He had a great experience.
Yeah.
Over there.
And he ain't done.
Show title.
I'm writing that down. Scarifying.
I'm going to start using that word myself in the vocabulary throughout the day. I didn't even know I made a new word. It was scarifying. I'm telling you what.
Oh, gosh. We're going to pause 1 second for a quick break. Thank y'all for being here. And this is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit on whatever podcast app you use. We do ads here in this here show. So stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we are back. Thank y'all for being here. Aunt Pruitt, Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit podcast. Full-time freelance content creator at large, be it model, be it an actor, be it VO, be it photographer, what have you. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for being a part of our fabulous extended family community over there on Patreon. You could join that community for free at patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt, or you can also join up on any of those paid tiers. We haven't gotten we didn't get any new members this month, but we did get a couple folks that increased their contribution. So thank you so much for extending your contribution and helping us out here and supporting the show and everything that we do. Now, hanging out with Queen Pruitt, and as usual, I have a couple topics in the can to try to make sure we don't have any dead air. You were talking about working on your Plantastic Potheads and filling those orders, including some of the orders that are from you, the listeners here of the show. Thank y'all for that. I've been a little bit slower this week, productivity wise, in my opinion, because I haven't been anywhere like on a set, anything like that until tomorrow. I do have casting call time at like 8 tomorrow morning, which means I need to leave here super early, like 6, just to be safe. 6:30. Yeah, 6:30 just to be safe. Looking forward to that. It's for a tech company. They're paying well. Unlike a couple other tech companies, Apple, that
really
that ain't paying folks well. But they're going to pay well. I'm shooting that tomorrow. I may have to do a 2-day shoot. Not sure. A lot of times they'll say that, and it's only just a 1-day shoot, you know, because if you can get it done, you can get it done. I'll be going to Oakland for that. No, it's not Japanese tech. Cinder Fractal, as she says in the chat. No, this is a tech company that's right here in our backyard. That's all I'll say about that right now. And Dean Holmes says, in my experiences, when you let God lead, he will do things that's scary to us, but sometimes have to empty the cup of dirty water to put clean water in. Steve wrong. Thank you for that. Wrong. But yeah, my productivity this week has been just on the hunt and putting my name in the hat and stuff like that. I think I'm not going to get these 2 that I've shot for. Well, one of the 2, because time is running out, getting closer and closer. But one of them I still have a good shot. But again, you have to put your name in the hat and just, go from there and see what happens. NAB is coming up next month. I'm waiting on feedback from that because I may end up going to NAB, which is the National Association of Broadcasters, which is a big surprise because I didn't plan on going because that's a trip that I cannot afford in Las Vegas. But someone else was reached out to me asking about it, and I was telling them, I was like, well, y'all sponsoring it, I'll be there, that kind of thing. And so that set off some, what do you call them? Spidey senses for them. It's like, ooh, maybe. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. And I'm hoping I'll hear back on that within the next day or 2 because that's getting closer to the date now because we're halfway through March and that show is at the first week of April. So they better shit to get out the pot, right?
Yeah. Let's see right here.
Now, we shall see. All right, but that's what's been going on with me, and I'll keep you all posted going forward if anything else changes or pops up. But I'm excited about continuing to try, and I've been looking at audiobooks more. The problem with audiobooks, when you go in and try to sort of figure out ones that you could apply for, you have to, in my opinion, you got to find something that's going to fit. And there's a lot of new books that are out there, and a lot of them makes no sense for my voice. It's just not a fit. Mm-hmm. A lot of them. And then there's a lot of new books that are out there. And so you're sort of taking a chance on that unless you sign the right deal. Because a lot of the new books that are out there, they're paying you based on revenue share. Mm-hmm. And I'm of the mind of, boy, that's a big old moth. Well, it ain't big, but it's an annoying moth flying by. But I'm of the mind of, I'd rather just give me my flat rate right now. If your book makes it big because of my voice, I'm fine with it at this particular state. Mm-hmm. But a lot of those are still they just want to do revenue shares. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if you're going to work out. And I done gave you a handful of hours of my time and got nothing out of it. Mm-hmm. So I'm digging through some of those audiobooks, and I had one bite months ago and it fell through, but that's about it. I'll keep trying because it's fun if the project is a good fit for my voice,
Finn, was your ears burning a couple of hours ago? Like,
Finn's in the house.
For real. Were your
he's
ears
watching live?
Like, were your ears burning? Like, did you feel a gravitation towards listening to the Pruitts tonight? Like, for real. I'm not joking.
I think it's a mistake because he still don't know the name of this podcast. Even though he's my homie, he still don't know the name of this podcast.
But
jerk.
Okay, well, did you have a strong sense of I need to watch it. I need to know that, like, for real. I was looking up Michael Jackson. What?
He was looking up Michael Jackson whammies because I was watching Press Your Luck and I noticed y'all were live. What kind of YouTube search history do you have, bro? That's so
that's all right.
There. No whammies. That's hilarious.
It's
dude.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's cool.
That's all I'll say about that, bro. But thanks
cool.
for being here. Appreciate you being here live and hanging out with us. Check his show out, The Jam Hole, jamhole.com. I've mentioned him before because I've gotten a couple of stories from him that we've talked about here that have been absolutely hilarious. That's thejamhole.com, thejamhole.com, and check out his Patreon as well. So, yeah. So I wanted to ask you about, because I had a bunch of stories that just hit me last night and the day before. and you had mentioned in the past the name Jess Hilarious. I can remember you mentioning that like
It's Jess with the mess, and my news is real.
Right. You clearly know who she is,
yes.
you know, and think highly of her, and I do too. I dig her. She's a pretty talented comedian. She's not my favorite comedian, but she's a talented comedian. Well, she has been in the news, and I'm gonna put news in air quotes. She's been in the news here recently for a couple things. I watched a podcast interview of her, the Pivot podcast, which is a sports podcast that I absolutely love, but they do some real serious interviews on there too. That's not even about sports. So they were interviewing her handful of weeks ago, and she was talking about the process of being a comedian and how she got into the game, and then how she got into the show The Breakfast Club. It's a popular radio show out of New York, and all of the struggles of that, getting into that, and then trying to stay in there because it is still corporate America at the end of the day. You know, granted, it's a bunch of black folks at the top of that board on that show, but it's still corporate America. You gotta hold
your space.
You know, so she talked about fighting with that stuff. But then here recently, let me see if I can switch my screen here. She on a recent episode, she was talking about visiting Shaquille O'Neal, and I pulled this up from, this is a site, I'll just go ahead and be very open about it. I don't read this site very often, the Shade Room, but I went to it because I knew that they would have something about it because I heard about it through video. So let me switch the screen there. The Shade Room. And the headline says, spilling tea, Jess Hilarious claims Shaquille O'Neal is, quote, living like Neo, unquote.
Neo.
Okay, Neo, unquote, with polyamorous dating. And you can check that out on their website, theshadetree.com. But I saw the actual video that they have here where she was on The Breakfast Club talking to Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy about visiting Shaq's house. And she's like, man, he's got, this is not a quote, but basically saying he's got all these women down there in his house, and some of them look great, some of them don't look so great, and they doing this and they doing that for him, and you know, almost like he's polyamorous, or, you know, not polygamous, polyamorous. And when I saw that video, the first thing that came in my head is, who gives a shit? Hey, Biscuit, thanks for barking. Who gives a shit? Why is that any of our business? And did Shaq say that you can go on air and talk about this? So you have thoughts on, did you hear anything about this? You did not. How did I hear about it? You don't.
Because I haven't been on any social media.
Okay.
Till tonight when I posted that we're about to start. I haven't been on any social media because You've been busy with potheads. Yes.
Yeah. And YouTube is social media. I literally
get up in the morning. This week, get up, take the dog out, because I'm the only one that gets up to take the dog out in the mornings, early in the mornings. And it was even a little bit late, but took him out. Came in, had to take him for dog food, came back, sat down and started painting. I do that every day. I come home, I sit down, I start painting.
So in other words, you too damn busy for foolishness.
I ain't been on social media. I haven't even seen it.
That's great. Your mental health should be much better.
Hi, honey.
Than most folks.
Well, it is, but at the same time, until I find out like the world is coming to an end. When I go to work, like, did you not hear about this? 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 No, I didn't know the world. You know, and I think it's probably best if I don't know what the world's coming to an end, and I won't know. Then I'll just be like,
yeah, this is true. So, well, that's one story, and can briefly just say that, yeah, that's one story that I personally thought was. It shouldn't have been a story. It really surprised me because the interviews that I've seen of her. It shouldn't have been a story. Because it's not anybody's business. You're right. It shouldn't have been a story. I wonder if her views went up. Like,
Is it a what do you call it? The
clickbait.
Start with a P.
Propaganda? What?
Is it a
Okay, we got just a few more minutes.
The P. Is it or you want people to look at you? Is it? I can't think of the name of it. It ain't what you said though.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, I was a little surprised because based on the stuff that I've seen of her in the past, I didn't think her character was of this type of person to say, you know what?
No,
let me tell her about so and so. Really? Wow.
Yeah, because I'm just with the mess and my news is real.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes through different people's little situations and she clowns it.
No.
Because
hold on.
So she.
Well, hold on.
That's
That's public.
Is the mess.
But that's public situations. That stuff. This was private.
How do you know it's private?
In his house, literally in his house.
Why was she at his house? I wonder.
Shaq was maybe Shaq was cool with her and invited her down.
I'm curious to know what it was. What,
and that is a valid question.
For.
Like, why was she there? But it's not unusual for Shaq to have.
Was it a public situation? Was it like
it may not have been. It certainly didn't seem like it because he responds with "Damn, Jess," quote in the story.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I was a little surprised. I didn't think she would be the person to take private information like that.
People love the people drama.
People what?
I helped my wife with her paint and sip business.
I want to say I saw
a whole class about it. At least my high school did. I wonder what that was. We missed that.
Can you
Facts at John's helm. I got enough drama in my life. I don't need.
You can speak into the mic.
I'm just trying to read it
chat.
and trying to figure out what's going on. Like, when were those comments made? At what point we were talking about?
Y'all been
going. I mean, she had her own mess going on in the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, there's another
she
story.
was pregnant.
Yeah,
there's
another story.
Oh,
on
so
that.
there's some.
I have another story. But that was the first thing that I wanted to throw at you.
MTV started 80 years ago when people were hooked.
Okay, John Helm says reality TV. MTV started years ago. Since then, people get hooked to watch others' drama. And there's truth in that, considering every freaking casting thing that comes in my inbox is a reality show pitch.
Yeah.
Almost every single one of them is some level of a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Holmes says she has her own mess going on with the Breakfast Club while she was pregnant. Yes, that's a great segue. Because I have another.
Interesting.
I have another story. Why did my stuff disappear? Oh, that's why it disappeared, because I did that. But I have another story similar. So she had a rant, apparently. I didn't see the rant, but again, everybody's talking about this rant. And if I pull up the screen here we go. Hopefully you see the screen. Jess Hilarious crashes out on Breakfast Club co-host in a seething IG rant. Boy, that is such a long, ridiculous headline. Coming from, what the hell is this? HNHH? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. But
is it even real?
I need to properly cite it though. Hotnewhiphop.com. Okay, hotnewhiphop.com. So apparently she had some issues with the current filling host while she's out on maternity leave. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she feels threatened, but it seems like they were very happy with her considering when someone else went out on leave, she came in and filled in too and did the exact same thing.
Interesting.
And
now she's got the job?
Well, hold on. Yeah, she's got the job.
So I wonder if she's feeling like somebody else going,
That's possible, but
because when people do it to you, they're going. and if they do it to somebody else, they're gonna do it to you too. If you get in a relationship with somebody who cheats,
that is the survival. That is survival of the fittest when it comes to
I gotta
business.
pee.
And thanks. Okay, we'll pause and be right back after this pee break. Thanks. And we're back from said pee break. Thank y'all for your patience. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us each and every week. Everyday people doing everyday shit. Podcast here with Queen Pruitt sitting right there. with a fresh bladder now. And myself, I am Aunt Pruitt.
I am more focused now and not focused on I got the pee burn.
Is that why you kept cutting me off every time I tried to talk? No, probably not, because that doesn't change anything. But every time I tried to say something, you kept cutting me off, and I give up. I swear. What was I going to go to next? We'll finish briefly this whole Jess Hilarious thing, because yes, she's been out on maternity leave, pregnant and so forth, and they had another person in there. I don't remember the person's name. I should give them their credit, because what the hell is going on, computer? There it is. Lauren something? What is it? Oh, I had it earlier. Now I can't find it. Is Lauren something with an L? Anyway, apparently she's doing very well on there, and people are reacting to her doing very well in this role, including comedians such as Corey Holcomb. A lot of people don't like Corey Holcomb. I think he's a funny ass troll. He's a troll, and he's like 50 Cent level troll. Oh my!
And he likes this new person.
Yeah. So
interesting.
And so he done came out and said some stuff, and it's almost like that set Jess Hilarious off. You know,
it would set me off a little bit, just a little bit.
And so she went into this whole rant, on her social media about it. And yeah, quote, she says, "It's the way these N-words is doing shit up here." Jess Hilarious claimed the Breakfast Club made her feel like a, quote, villain for being concerned about the status of her role on the show. And she once returned from maternity leave. She quotes it's like dealing with high school. Angela Yee ain't that mother effing crazy, she asserted. Not as crazy as N-words trying to make her out to be. It's like all over the place. It was this real crazy rant of...
It sounds so funny with you reading it.
Yeah, that ain't.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I like the little giggle that I got listening to you read that. God. That's a mess.
It's a mess.
It is.
Lauren
that's
LaRosa.
Funny.
That's the other host's name. That's this interim. Lauren LaRosa. And then, like I said, Corey Holcomb. That's this guy here. I watched one of his stand-ups last night. In just the first 5 minutes, I couldn't stop laughing. When
were you in the bed?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Now I know. I was pissed off. Like I'm sleeping and snoozing, and all of a sudden I feel the bed, and then try to cover the mouth and still feeling like the fuck. I want to go to sleep.
This is like one of his old...
You get in the bed to laugh. You should have watched that shit out here in the living room.
I should have. But man, he's got this line on there where, and again, this is going to offend overweight people, but he's like...
Oh, see.
I can't get it out.
No, yeah, just... I'm glad. I have to watch it. We have to watch it.
But he's talking about banging heavy girls.
No.
You know, and there's a little
graphic
body shaming stuff in there.
Oh my word.
The girl
you just have to watch it.
Said the girl looked like a wisdom tooth.
What? We have to watch it to really get the full effect. We just have to watch it. Let's just say we're gonna watch it.
Yeah,
if we choose to watch it, because he can hear it and see it in his head, but in his mind's eye.
I'll link to it in the show notes.
But we can't see it in his mind's eye. Either we want to watch it and laugh on our own, but I can't laugh with him.
I will put it in the show notes for those that are interested, but it's a very old stand-up set of his, and he's been going on for a while. But again, he's like his troll skills are like that of 50 Cent, except he's a comedian.
With his.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so
I can only imagine.
Yeah, exactly. Because 50 Cent be tearing people up.
Yeah, he tear people up, but it is not funny.
But this dude is a comedian.
With his. Okay. Maybe 50 Cent can learn something
and,
from him.
And some people, they don't know how to deal with trolls. They just don't. And that's all he's doing. He's just
trolling.
Just trolling, just pushing the button.
We got one that will do that. We know one.
Yeah. Our son is a pretty good troll.
He would be a real. I could see him being one.
We're not talking about Jake. We're talking about Isaiah up at Forest Grove. He can be a troll. He's pretty good at it. I've watched him develop it over the years, and I'm quite fascinated with it because I'm not a troll. You're not a troll.
No, but he
has developed
and
this.
he liked to mess with people. When I heard him say he wanted to mess with the people that call in like you do, he get that from you. The ones that call in, the spam callers, he liked to sit and mess with these people.
Well,
you like to sit and mess with
too.
the spam
it's hilarious
callers.
To
That's
mess
what I'm
with the
saying.
spam
You
callers.
sit here wondering where they get that from. Duh.
Fan in the chat says, dealing with trolls for dummies. Step 1, feed them.
Right. This is true. It don't take much to feed them. And people feed them all day, every day.
All day, every day.
I don't want to feed them.
Drive-by comment, says John Helm in the chat. All right, before we get out of here, we're going to pause for one more quick break. Off schedule since the pee break jumped in, but no, it's
sorry,
all good.
I
I'm
had
kidding.
to pee.
No,
bro.
it's fine.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. This is Everyday People doing everyday shit on whatever podcast app you're listening to. Stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Everyday People doing everyday shit. I am Aunt Pruitt, hanging out over here with Queen Pruitt, and then there's that dude down there doing what he does best: bark and just make all kind of noise.
We know we talking about him
as Biscuit.
Totally know we talking about him. That's why he over there posing.
Thank y'all for being here, hanging out with us each and every Wednesday or each and every week, because it's not always Wednesday when I can get us on the air. Thank y'all for being a part of our extended family, the Patreon community. It sure does mean a lot. Now, before we get out of here, we got one more story that I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to give it dealer's choice here. So you get to pick between Dawn Robinson of En Vogue or Netflix got scammed. Take your pick. Which one?
Netflix got scammed.
Netflix got scammed. All right. So this story, let me see if I can share my screen here. This story, it actually started.
Oh, Cinder wants to see En Vogue, please. I think we should do En Vogue.
God damn.
I want to go. Oh, see, Finn already knows, though. Yes. All the answers are there. So I'm sorry. All the conversations are coming through, honey.
These productions are just
Finn,
awesome.
yes, it's about the En Vogue chick that lives in her car.
So,
and they saw the image of Dawn, and she wasn't looking good.
Okay, you
pray
want
for her.
You want to carry on?
Okay. Go ahead.
Jesus God, I swear, this is professional production. Anyway, as you just alluded to, Dawn from En Vogue, a story came out of her living in her car and that her ex-husband offered her a job and she turned it down. You know, that was the headlines that happened a handful of days ago across multiple platforms. Just about everywhere that I clicked, that was the headlines. I'm here to say, everybody stop believing all the damn headlines, because a lot of headlines are shit-tastic or done by AI.
Wow.
Okay. I went and watched the actual video that she put out on her channel, her video, not the edited stuff that the news people slapped together. Her video. Is she living in her car? Yes. Has she been living in her car for the last 3 years? Yes. she chose to live in her car.
Right.
Chose to live in her car.
Right.
She, at one point in time, left California and went to Vegas for her mom. Mm-hmm. Okay. And her mom was having issues because sometimes
Mom's
daughter and mom relationships are not the best. So she was like, okay, I'm going to get up out of here. Mm-hmm. But I hear about people that are RVing or just living in their cars. Mm-hmm. I want to give it a try. Mm-hmm. So she did. And she's been doing it for 3 years.
I wonder if she got an RV.
But no, she's got a car.
Just a car.
She's got a car. But the thing is, the mass media talks about her living in a car and, quote, turning down a job from her ex-husband as if she's supposed to accept that job because she's living in her car.
Right.
No, she's choosing that. So she's tried to find another apartment and this and that. And she's worked with, according to her video, she's worked with someone she knows in California because she's going back to California to try to find somewhere else to stay. And as you know, it is a pretty shit-tastic situation to find somewhere to live that's not, ridiculously overpriced.
It's not going to I don't know how it's going to happen.
And so for whatever reason, the other celebrities and whatnot, and this came from enews.com, by the way. So for whatever reason, the celebrities are coming out and saying, hey, Dawn, give me a shout. I'll help you out. Even people like E40 or whatever. Mm-hmm. You want to give her money and this and that. That's not the problem.
That's not her problem.
She's choosing. She chose
wants to be in her car.
To live in a car. And while she's doing that, she's okay, well, I'll see if I can find somewhere else to stay. But I'm okay living in my car right now. I wish she'd done a video to say, stop crying for me, people, because I'm okay.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Finn says, people living in their car is what you get when you price everyone out of being able to live in an actual building. You're damn right. That's exactly what's happening. And Dean Holmes says van life. Yes, that's the other hashtag, van life. So I just wish she had done another video after that video that says, yeah, y'all, I'm living in my car, but you done? Good? Mm-hmm. I wish she just did another video that says, hey, I'm okay.
Yeah, this is what I want to do.
I'm not as rich as I was 20 years ago, but I got money.
Mm-hmm. This is choice.
This is a choice. I'm living in my car. Me and my little dog or whatever. Yeah, I think she's got a little dog.
That's another thing. People want to charge you like you're paying for 2 humans.
Yeah, for a dog.
For one dog. Can be a Chihuahua-sized dog.
Yeah.
But still, that you got a dog? That's going to be
that dude right there,
3 times the rent.
That dude right there's got rent. He's monthly, on our lease.
Monthly rent.
He ain't got no job.
Monthly rent for this dude.
Jeez. But yeah, that was the story that we'll end on. I loved En Vogue, still listen to their stuff. Highly respect them. I know they're not making the money that they used to make because I don't know if they're even doing any shows like some of the folks from back in the days are.
I know Chris Tucker's going to be here
and that was another
month. I hope somebody give me some tickets.
And that was another Corey Holcomb thing that I came across again because he trolls. Because he's talking about people having staying power and being able to just do their thing for years and for multiple generations, And when he brought up En Vogue, he's like, En Vogue, they good, but there was 1 or 2 problem people in that group. And allegedly Dawn is one of the problem people in that group that is, quote, difficult to work with.
She's been in and out.
Yeah. So... choices. These are choices. This wealthy person, wealthy at one particular point in time, choices that they made, and they're doing just fine. So anyway, gosh, we're gonna end this show. Biscuits pulling unemployment. That little punk. He is. He says John Helm in the chat. Biscuits pulling unemployment. Gosh almighty.
He out now. Like he been working just now.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
All of that chewing on the bone is just wore him out. Now he's
tired.
wiped out.
He's like, I'm retiring. Good dog. Good
I
grief.
spilled the whiskey. I hope Jacob is able to sleep tonight because it's just running all down the couch.
So that was part
That's
of the noise.
That's what that was, yes.
Lovely.
Because I was too busy listening to you, really intensely listening to you.
You remember in pre-show when you asked me to move that mic
down,
arm because you wouldn't hit it?
And I didn't put it down on the table.
And
I put it down.
You don't hear that in your ears every time you do that?
Yes, I do, but
you keep
I'm
doing
trying.
it. You keep doing it. Tennessee whiskey. Nah, that ain't Jack. That is Buffalo Trace bourbon. All right, I'm shutting this down. Thank y'all for being here. I'm hungry. She's clearly hungry and can't stop hitting the mic. Thank y'all for all of the love and the support because, again, it goes a long dadgum way because it's tough out here in these streets. And I am grateful for everyone that does these super chats, everyone that does the super thanks, because you can do super thanks inside of YouTube videos now. Not now. You've been able to do that. Thankful for the people that do the Patreon community, whether they're in there for free or in there paying the $2 a month or more. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I really hope that you all continue to tell other people about the show because I can't get sponsors if I don't have numbers. That's just the fact of the matter. That's how this business is. So that's what's going on. There's a smoke signal over there. What was that? What were you doing? What?
Finn.
You was waving your hand at me. What were you saying?
I see you. It came in, and I cannot wait to deliver this wonderful plantastic pothead to your doorstep. I can't wait.
Thank y'all for ordering plantastic potheads.
Thank y'all. I thought that Ozone would have shown up tonight to show up pictures of his, but because I have to wait for him to do it. I can't wait for him to do it, but I'm going to have to wait for him to show what I made for him. I'm so excited. Okay, thank you. That's it. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Thank y'all, everybody. I'm shutting this down. We'll see y'all later. AntPruitt.com/podcast, Patreon.com/AntPruitt, and Substack. So thanks for everybody being here in the live chat. I've had enough. See y'all later. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for someone else, and know that it's okay to love you. Some of you. I had a Hoffman meeting yesterday, and it's nice to have it in the back of my head. Later.